Hi everybody. I thought today I would do just maybe a short, fairly short, like a 15-minute stretching. We'll do some good ab work and a little back extensor work and then just stretch. And I find this is great in the morning if you just want to pick me up, or if you're working from home, or maybe you're getting ready to go out on a date. So you might want to give yourself just a good little amp up and get everything toned and tight, and then go shower and get dressed for your date. Just makes you feel better and look better. So let's start seated and let's just go right into it. Legs are in tabletop. We're going to go right into our Pilates 100s. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shh. And 10, 2, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now, let's extend the legs and go into our roll-ups. Ooh, and try not to lift your legs like I did. And if you can't help it, you can also bend your knees a little bit if that helps. But I'm still working on these many years later. Oh, and just stretch out. It feels good. And down, and up, and down. Let's just do one more. Rolling up, and let's roll right back down. Good. Let's reach the right leg up. Stretch that leg a little bit. You can do some, flex and pointers, some ankle circles here. And then we're going to reach over the body for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 2, and 1. Extend that leg out. Other leg comes up. Let's stretch it. And as again, point and flex, or ankle circles are always good. Reaching over the body for 5, and 2, and 1, reverse, 3, 2, and 1, bring that leg down, really nice. Reach the arms up, roll up. Let's move our bum up to our heels and do our rolling backs, or rolling like a ball. And once you get the hang of these, they do feel good. Especially if you've got your scapula reaching down the back. And let's just do one more. Come up. Let's go right back to the back of the waist for a series of 5. Single leg stretch. Elbows out to the side. Reach and reach. One more each leg, and reach. Double leg stretch. Try not to lower the shoulders. So the lower belly is really working here. One more. Legs up for single straight leg or scissors. And 2 and 1. Support your head and keep your eyes parallel to the floor as you lower and lift, lower and lift. Lift just one more, lower and lift. Legs for crisscross. And reach, and let's just do 2 and 1. That's not to say you can't do a whole lot more if you like. They're great. That was a lot of ab work. So let's extend our legs here and just stretch. Reach your arms back if that's okay, comfortable enough. If your shoulder girdle isn't that flexible, then do what you can here. Or just leave them down by your side. And then let's do another roll up. I had to help myself that time. Let's go into a roll over. That's a great stretch. Yes. And let's roll all the way up to seated. And now, let's go on to our tummies. And let's just have our hands, arms and hands like goalposts out from the head. And have your legs separated so it goes more into the back extensors that way. So take an inhale, exhale, moving up into Cobra, Sphinx, I think you call it in yoga. And then bring yourself down again. Make sure your belly button is curled up into your back. And now let's just press right into the hands. Oh, and feel that stretch. That's why I want your legs slightly parted. And coming down. Good. Let's take the hands under the shoulders and let's reach back into the resting pose. And while we're back here, why don't we put the hips over to one side of the heels? Yes, that feels good. And to the other side. Let's put our hands down and our feet can just come up into a plank. And let's just roll forward on the toes and press the heels back. And forward and back. Let's reach up into your up stretch. Press your heels down, open those collarbones. Excellent. Let's just bring the knees down. One more resting pose. Good. So, let's lie down and do a little stretching. We want to get ourselves energized, not worn out, so because we have the rest of the day or a wonderful evening ahead. So let's roll down, but you can certainly add to this if you like. Let's take the right ankle, cross it over your left knee, and then reach down and see if your hip bones in the frontal plane are on the same level. We don't want to tip down into one hip or the other. And then let's reach through that figure four and just pull it toward us. And you'll feel the stretch through your hip. Then let's go ahead and cross that knee all the way over and let's take both ankles and just pull. Yes. Let's uncross our legs, put the feet on the mat, put the left ankle over the right knee this time, and reach through and just pull that shape toward you. Wow. And feel that, feels good. Now take that knee and cross it all the way over, and let's just pull on our ankles. And while we're down here on the mat, let's not leave out some bridge work. So let's go into Pilates, what we call a level pelvis. Some teachers call it a neutral spine, but it's whatever your back looks like naturally when you're walking or standing. We want to move from that point. So take an inhale here. I'm just going to put my arms here so you can see what my spine does. On the exhale, let's imprint the back of the waist into the mat. Squeeze and sit bones and curl up. knees in the opposite direction. Good, you want to feel that stretch through your quadriceps. And take your inhale, exhale, starting with the very upper back. Reaching down one vertebra at a time. And you want the tail to be the very last thing to come down. Back into that neutral or level position here. Inhale, exhale, curling. They call these pelvic curls as well. And you curl yourself right up into a bridge. And then let's just pulse the tail up to the ceiling for 8, 7. It feels good here. And we're working our glutes, which is always good. Important part of our bodies. And 2 and 1. Inhale, exhale. Rolling down. Good. Now, let's just take our arms behind us again. Again, if you have the flexibility, you don't push it, you'll get there someday. Not that I'm totally there myself. Can we curl up into a bridge or the pelvic curl with our arms here? Let's go for it. So we're reaching up. Yes. Now inhale, exhale. Like a slithery snake, getting yourself down and imprinting the tailbone. Now let's take the bottoms of the feet together to stretch out those adductors or inner thighs. Yes. So that stretches out the adductors, but kind of tightens the IT band that runs down either side of your body. So we'll do an antidote to that, which feels extra good. Back of the right knee over the left. Let's press to our right with our knees, using your right leg to press the left knee into the floor or the ground if you're outside. And bring the knees back. Back of the left knee now over the right knee. Both knees to the left. Pressing that right knee into the floor, keeping both shoulders down. It's a big stretch and it feels wonderful. And then let's bring both knees in, always stretching out that lower back. And we can come up to seated. And let's do this little stretch here. So hopefully you can square off your upper body. Yes, and really work on pressing this opposite hip down. Let's do the other side. Just pressing the hip down. Feels good. So, do you think you're ready for that nice evening out? Or having a wonderful day? A productive day? Or just a romantic evening? Enjoy.